Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners. This is COMESA Radio Africa, the voice of COMESA, the organization everybody wants to be associated with. The mind, the journey, the destiny. We apply our mind to the journey that takes us to our destiny. That is our philosophy. It's about the plugged and active mind. It's about sharing mind, futuristic mind, and inquiring mind. The journey is about being enthusiastic about our promotion of our ideas, giving as we learn, retaining and investing our learnings and our earnings, searching for new opportunities. When the destiny is achieved, we'll see that by being productive and profitable, being socially responsible and caring for each other, ensuring growth and sustainability, and achieving renewal and survival. We are inspired by the quote from Mahatma Gandhi, which says, I quote, "Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny." Quote closed. We inform and entertain. We develop and educate. We empower and support. We associate and network. That's our idea. We are a business and professional management services 24/7 internet streaming radio station. We broadcast music and talk shows across the world. Our objective is to use the African storytelling and the Lekgotla conversation methodology in offering career coaching, education and learning guidance, continuous professional development, enterprise and entrepreneurship development, and connecting supply to demand. Our talk shows aim to affirm and support business professionals and entrepreneurs in their personal and professional journey of bringing difference to the world. These are talk shows that recognize excellence and greatness. Professionals and entrepreneurs are invited as a recognition of the great contribution they are making to humanity. We have a network of associates, members, and stakeholders who know our quality standards and therefore make recommendations to our production team. The conversations become lifelong account of our guests' work since they are recorded on Spreaker Studio and distributed widely on COMESA Africa Podcast, Spreaker Podcast, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and many more other platforms we hope to add in the future. We are building a solid ecosystem of professionals and entrepreneurs committed to the empowerment of others, to collaboration across sectors, to sharing of insights and knowledge, to building a base for succession and inheritance, and safeguarding the legacies for generations after us. We inherited these legacies from our forefathers and mothers, not to waste them, but to pass them on to generations after us. That is our duty and responsibility. My name is Sam Zimmer. I am the CEO and Executive Business Coach at COMESA GOC International. You're welcome to visit our website, which is www.comesa-goc.com. The same principles that govern our organization are the principles that govern COMESA Radio Africa, and they are win-win approach, holistic mindset, competency development, demanding accountability, ethical inclusive practice, and progressive transformation. You're welcome also to join our membership of COMESA Friends and Supporters Club and PO. That can be done online at www.comesaclub.africa, or you can send us email at callcenter@comesa-goc.com. We are honored to have our guest of the moment, my brother Shakeel Ori from the Durban University of Technology and the Southern African Society for Cooperative Education, SASCE. I want to welcome you, my brother, to the conversation. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation, and thank you for joining me at this moment. Greetings to you.
Greetings, Sam, and thank you for having me. I could not refuse you since I've also followed your journey through COMESA for several years now, and I'm glad to be part of this tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful. By way of checking in, how have you been doing under these difficult conditions of lockdown?
Sam, we've been coping. I'm doing a lot more work from home, but I do report to the office every day, a couple of days a week. The university has been open a month now, and we've had about 29 cases, both staff and students. And that's only the senior students have come back. So I think we are seeing the same pattern across the country at institutions. As more students come back, we probably will increase. So we are having those issues. Fortunately, my family has kept well. We've managed. We're very strict on the COVID-19 protocols. We don't even allow close family to visit us at the moment. So we're taking it very seriously.
That's wonderful. That's very important to do that. That's the only measure that we can apply right now. Thank you very much for that update, and we hope those who are affected at the university will recover well. It's quite a challenge, but every help will contribute to their recovery.
Thank you.
Great. You and I will come a long way, as you have mentioned, and I'm really very glad because I'm sure quite a lot that you are going to share with the listeners I will be able to relate to. So in a way, I will help you to magnify it a little bit
Okay.
to a certain extent. And I want to spend the first episode just talking a little bit about you. We have known each other professionally, and what this platform has taught me is that there's a lot of richness in the journey of people before they could become who they are at the professional level. And then once we have done that, I would like us to spend really time on your great work that you are doing at the Durban University of Technology as the Director of Cooperative Education, and maybe also to a certain extent enlighten people a little bit about the work that cooperative education at the universities does and what work-integrated learning is all about. And then, of course, we can't help but we have to end it up with the other great volunteer work that you have been doing for so many years for the Southern African Society for Cooperative Education, SASCE, which I had the pleasure of being on the board of it for quite a while now. So that is basically the approach I would like to follow. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good stuff. So we just know you as Shakeel Ori from Durban, but tell us a little bit more. Where were you born, and how was it growing up? Which schools did you go to, and how did you end your high school? What type of grades did you get, if you don't mind?
Okay, thanks, Sam. Yeah, I was born in Durban, South Road, Overport, and we actually, my family of 6, we lived in a one-room, in a house that was shared by 5 other families. So we, would I say, more on the poorer side. We then moved to KwaDukuza, or what was known as Stanger, which is in the hub of the sugarcane industry. And the first few years we stayed on one of the sugarcane farms. my first schooling was done on a farm school. And a typical farm school, I had what we call platoon classes. So what was class 1 and class 2 was platoon. In other words, we started classes midday and finished in the afternoon. So there were 2 sessions of classes. And I remember my classroom was actually a converted shed. So that's how growing up was on the farm with a lot of other poor kids that worked on the farms. And then
And were your parents working on the farms?
No, my parents were not working on the farm. My mother's always been a housewife. My dad was working in the town of Stanger itself.
I see.
And that is why after class 2 we moved to a school in Stanger, which was again a small school, primary school. And I mean, you have to remember, Group Areas Act, it was an Indian school. So we had different group schools for the different race groups. Again, it was a school that had mixed. It had rich kids, shopkeepers' kids, etc. But we were close to Gladhouse Sugar Mill. So a lot of the poor kids from the mill also attended. And I think that really enriched my life. I was able to understand both sides of the social wealth chart, the ones that are very poor and the ones that have wealth, etc. So for me, I think that was a good platform to do my first years of schooling. And in those days, if I can go back, I went in that school up to Standard 6, which was now grade 8, which is now grade 8. So Standard 6, and Standard 6, then we had I think it was a national exam, the Department of Indian Education exam. So all the Indian schools wrote that exam. And I did okay there. I actually topped the school. So, we were okay. But I think you also have to understand my background. Both my parents only finished what was Standard 6. They didn't go beyond that. But what they instilled in me from a young age was a love for reading. So while I wasn't one of those who burned the candle at both ends in terms of studying, I think the fact that I read so much carried me through a lot of the work in schools in those days.
And then tell me, the Oris, where are they originally from, and what generations are they? Your fathers were in the Durban area. Okay,
my maternal grandparents from on that side, we are 4th generation. My paternal grandparent, my grandfather, he came on the ship as when the indentured laborers were brought to work the cane fields. So he was one of them. And he actually, the name Ori didn't exist. He adopted that name on the ship.
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure why, but that was the name he chose.
And do you know where originally, I assume they were coming from India, right?
They came from India. They came from India towards the middle of towards the north of India. And I must say, I haven't really been keen to go and track where they came from. Because in growing up, we grew up as South Africans, and I've always regarded South Africa. I'm not looking for another home elsewhere.
Yes, and also the fact that he changed his surname, it might also have sort of like erased some connections.
Yeah, I think that was also an issue.
Yeah.
One thing, though, I think, and this was typical of most of the Indians that came up here, many of them came as indentured laborers. They were followed later on by people who were shopkeepers, etc.
Yes.
But generally, you didn't have very rich people until some of them became sugarcane farmers themselves.
Yes.
But one of the things I think that was usually kept strong was the culture. Again, the oral tradition. We listened to a lot of stories, and that was part of imparting the values, using the stories to give us values. And I think I appreciated that as well, listening to my grandparents. So yeah, I think that was important for me. My maternal grandfather, I was his favorite. So even when I was 3-4 years old, he taught me the game of drafts, for example. And I could beat anybody even at that young age because of that sort of skill he passed on.
Wow.
And again, the reading skill, because he was always reading as well. So we grew up in a family that looked on education very highly, regarded it very highly. Even though, as I said, my parents didn't have a high education. It was regarded very highly. And even from my grandparents' side, my grandmother was illiterate and, worked in households, etc. But pushed me to make sure I got education.
Wow. And tell me a little bit about your siblings.
All right. I had 3 siblings that were born in Durban and 1 brother that was born in Kwatuguza, or New Gelderland, as we call the place where we stayed on the farm. So 3 brothers and a sister. And I'm the person in the middle.
I see.
And the person in the middle, sometimes that's not the best place to be when you're growing up.
I know. Yeah.
But I think it strengthened me. I was a loner, an introvert, but I think that helped me, and especially because I cared so much more about reading than socializing. It didn't matter.
That explains a lot now about what I know of you, that you are very focused. You can be present and yet very quiet. You can be quiet and yet fully present, I mean to say.
Yeah.
And so that's an art that you have learned. It doesn't mean that you withdraw, but you enjoy the calmness in the middle of many other people.
Yeah, no, I've learned that about myself too. I don't have a problem being alone. People have asked me sometimes, why are you sitting alone? I'm saying, I'm okay. I don't have to be with a group of people.
Yeah.
So I think I can be part of the crowd, but away from the crowd, as you're saying as well. So that did help growing up in those circumstances.
And then where did you go to high school?
High school again was in Stanger, Kwatuguza, what we call at that time Stanger Indian High School. So I went there. I did what we call was the science courses with physical science and maths and English and biology. But there was one difference, of course. 2 Indian schools, one in Durban and one in Stanger, were still offering Latin. And I opted to do Latin as well. And it actually became my favorite subject throughout school. Wow. And it's a subject that I excelled in.
And most Indians were not taking Afrikaans, right?
No, I must say, when I was moved to Stanger in Standard 1, we were the first group to start Afrikaans. We were forced to. They brought Afrikaans in, and we had to learn it, and
must have been very hard.
I was pretty good at it, even though we didn't like it. As I grew older, I didn't like it too much.
Were you good at it?
But, we had to learn it. So throughout high school, we had to learn Afrikaans.
Yeah. And at what point did you decide on the type of post-high school studies you were to follow? Or did you have to wait until you've done your high school and then decide what to do?
No, Sam. When I chose the subjects at high school as well, there was always the back in the mind of getting into medicine or medical sciences. Somewhere there. So that's the reason I chose the subjects I did. And of course I had a lot of encouragement from my family as well as my teachers to go along that route.
And which subjects were the most favorite for you?
I actually did okay in all the subjects. English was one of the good ones. As I said, Latin was good. We were not offered subjects like Zulu, by the way, or any of the Indian languages were not offered for us, so we couldn't take those subjects.
What a pity. So you couldn't study Zulu in being in KZN?
Well, not at the Indian higher schools. You see, then as I said, you couldn't even study the Indian languages.
Sure.
You had to learn Afrikaans and English, and as I said, we were lucky we had a small group of us were able to do Latin as well.
But did you learn Zulu on your own or by just assimilation?
No, it was difficult. You know, even on the farm, growing up, my siblings learn Zulu. My parents speak it. But for me, growing up, I found it a lot easier to try to get the Zulus to talk English with me, and that's what they wanted. So, you know, it was a mix. So I picked up words here and there, but not being able to speak it properly.
Yeah. If you think, I know I'm ahead of myself, but I just feel I need to ask this question. I know you travel quite a lot and throughout the country because of the type of work you do, but even globally. So it is a given in South Africa that if you meet an Indian person, they're either from Gauteng or from KZN, and then here and there you meet other Indians in other provinces, but KZN is almost like home, right? And I guess it's historical as well. But you personally, what is so special about you being having KwaZulu-Natal as home that you wouldn't trade it for anything else?
Yeah, Sam, KwaZulu-Natal, I think, is probably the most cosmopolitan of all the provinces in the country, Durban especially.
Yes.
I think we've learned a lot from having such a high concentration of people of Indian origin.
Yes.
A lot of the Britishers, you remember, settled in KZN as well.
Yes.
And, of course, the strong Zulu contingent.
Yes.
And this has given us a mix of cultures in Durban I think you won't find anywhere else.
Yes.
You know, and that to me is enriching, actually.
And so you're saying also, even with Durban itself, as being such a prime tourist destination, it's not just because of the climate and it's the cultures and how people feel when they are in Durban, because of that diversity of cultures.
Yeah, I think that diversity is important. It was always been important for me to learn and understand other people's cultures. You know, and later on maybe I'll tell you about my engagement with the Native Americans as well and why I took to them well. That's because of that, the liking of the different cultures and understanding that and learning from it. You know, and as I said, I've always liked the oral tradition. So book learning didn't really appeal to me, even if, for example, if I had to study Zulu, one of the reasons I didn't study it further on was I didn't want to go and sit in a classroom and learn it.
I see.
You know, so, and what was more important for me was to understand the cultures. And I think Durban's unique. You know, I mean, we all talk about Durban curry. Yes, it's unique in the world. It's not like any curry from India. And there are other things about Durban. I think the mix of cultures has given us. Probably we tend to be a bit more tolerant as well to each other than in some parts of, let's say, the Free State or Gauteng.
Wow. But that is infused into the KZN, broader KZN culture as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that is, you know, I think especially, you know, well, put it this way, if apartheid hadn't become law, before that, Indians, Africans lived together like in places like Cato Manor and Mayville, etc., without problems. My one uncle, my father's brother, was the last Indian to be kicked out of Edendale because they said Indians were not allowed to stay there. But he was refusing to go until they forced him out and says, no, you cannot stay there because it's meant for Zulus. You know, so I think that acceptance of each other's cultures. You know, I mean, I was listening to the Prince Gacha Buthelezi some time back as well, and he said how to escape apartheid police, etc., Indian families put him up. You know, and he hates this issue when people try to say, Indians are part of the problem, and there was this anti-Indian feeling for a while, created by one particular political party. And it says we grew up together, we lived together, we ate the same together. And even now, if you see the meals, we share in my home African meals as well, and I know my African colleagues also have Indian meals. So there's no differentiation. We are South African now, and to me, that's the nice part of it. And that's why people ask me, what about, would you take a dual citizenship to India because we're allowed to? And I said, no. This is my home.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. What we are left with countrywide is the remnants of apartheid. We are having to deal with that, and that is the history we cannot deny. We have to deal with the after effects of it, because all of us have a point of reference in terms of where apartheid was practiced right in front of you, and if you reflect back and you decry the opportunities that was taken away by that system, and now you can only relive that and deal with the imbalances that it created, isn't it?
Yeah.
And those imbalances will keep on reminding us that at one stage we were defined by our color of our skin and lined up in different positions, and as a result we end up being not at the same level of equality in terms of standard of living and achievement, anyway, whatever you named.
Yeah.
Great. And so after finishing university, your high school, then of course came the time for you to go to the university. And which university did you go to?
Well, there was apartheid in practice again. As I said, I was interested in medicine initially. And for me, the ultimate in medicine was UCT.
Yes.
So I applied to UCT. And the thing is, in those days, in our schools, obviously, this was pre-internet and computers, etc. We relied on people to help us to make applications to universities, etc. So I didn't apply to WITS. I only applied to UCT and University of Natal at that time. UCT granted me a place in biological science. They gave me some bursaries. And, of course, at that time, no one in my family was working. My dad was quite ill. So having funds was an issue, but some of my wealthier cousins, one in particular, said, no problem, come, I'll take you guys down to Cape Town. We go down to Cape Town, UCT, and then, of course, we had to get permission from the Minister of the Interior, because I was Indian wanting to study at a white university. And the minister said, no, we've got UDW for you for Indians, you go back to UDW. So I ended up at UDW, starting a month later than everyone else, because I had taken this trip to Cape Town. And obviously being forced to go there created a bit of a bitterness in me in terms of not having high regard for the university, and it's really when not really when, but how apartheid really began to sink home at that stage. How it discriminated against us and we were forced to do. And if you remember, well, you would know this, but the year I started there was 1976. And 1976 was a culmination in terms of apartheid and Soweto uprising and all of that. So it's probably where the country began feeling the effects of apartheid from, in terms of the apartheid government, feeling the rising tide against them. But even if what was then known as UDW, it was only Indians. Of course, we had a scattering of coloreds and a couple of African people, but it was mostly Indians and forced, and of course, there was a lot of anti-government sentiment there.
Yeah.
And there needed to be, because quite a lot of our lecturers, our rector, in fact, was a white apartheid appointee. Quite a few of our lecturers were as well. And the whites got extra pay for working in a black institution, what they call danger pay. So they came there, but obviously they didn't always have the interest of the students at heart. It was a meal ticket for them. We also did, of course, have some very good people of color, including white people, that were strongly anti-apartheid. So you learned that as well. And, quite a few of our leaders, of course, that was the breeding ground. And, I'm talking about people like Praveen Gordhan and others that came out of UDW, Jairam Reddy, for example. The whole lot of them that was the breeding ground of them, for them. And so you learned a lot about the almost silent warfare, because the moment you were out in the open, you got arrested. We were used to having police on campus during the 1976 riots at UDW as well, because they supported the Soweto Rising. The police were there arresting virtually anyone who they thought was suspicious. And so you really learned the dark side of apartheid in that time. You also learned about the people who secretly helped the activists, and took them in, hid them in the offices, took them home, whatever. There was a whole lot of them, and quite a few of that generation, when we changed over in 94, actually made it into government offices, etc. Some of them were DGs, etc. I remember Subrine in the Department of Education, for example, but there were others as well, and some of them got rewarded for their anti-apartheid activism. Others didn't. Others fled the country, halfway through. Some of our colleagues went, and then some of our colleagues also disappeared or were killed, So the full brunt of apartheid was at UDW as well, and that was why UDW was built where it was. It's pretty isolated, and those Caspers, etc., could surround and shut off UDW very easily.
I never got to know exactly which part of Durban was UDW.
It's in Westville. It's at the top end of what was Reservoir Hills, and Reservoir Hills was the Indian township was sort of merged with Westville, which was a white township. Group areas act, and then you had UDW, which was built on vacant land, as I said, could easily be surrounded, and that's what used to happen. So it was a big university. Yeah, they put a lot into it, but to try to keep the Indian rebel rousers in one place, basically.
So was it integrated into other universities like all others?
Afterwards, yes. When Kader Asma started doing his mergers, etc., University of Durban Westville merged with University of Natal, which was the white university, to become the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
I see. UKZN.
Yeah.
So which degree were you then doing, or did you do at the University of Durban Westville?
I did the Bachelor of Science, the BSc, majoring in physiology and microbiology. And didn't do very well in the first year, but settled down and just put my mind to it thereafter.
Yeah.
So got the degree, but of course wasn't accepted for honors or masters. Because again, these universities had what I call blockages. They put certain marks. You had to achieve a certain mark to get into honors.
Yeah.
Even though there were small classes, but that was one of the way of culling us. Making sure more black people didn't do further studies. But soon after that, after the degree, I started some work in the microbiology lab as a research assistant. And it was like paltry pay, like less than 200 Rand a month. And but while I was there, I had met a professor of microbiology in the medical school, University of Natal, Professor Robbins Brown, and he suggested I transfer to the pathology lab there. Because I did, with my BSc degree, qualify to be registered as a medical technologist. So I joined the microbiology lab there, and what an eye opener. An eye opener in the sense that for the first time I met students that came out of a technicon. These were the medical technologists, and they had done microbiology, but I had done 3 years. I had majored in it. Those students who had just done 18 months, but because they had the hands-on practical experience or in-service training, or WIL as we call it, they knew a lot more of microbiology than I did.
Wow.
And so I think it was a good breeding ground for me to understand that the so-called higher institutions did not necessarily produce the better scientist or technologist. It was the hands-on experience that mattered. And the 3 years that I spent there, that's what I gained, the hands-on experience, to the extent I could identify diseases just by looking at what we isolated, which bacterium we isolated in the lab, etc. I was there during a cholera outbreak, so I was able to handle cholera and typhoid. And I learned, and of course, this pathology lab was based at King Edward Hospital.
I see.
Now, I don't know if you know King Edward Hospital.
I know of it, but I haven't been to it physically.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of tapered down now because we got the chief, in Kosi Albert Lutili Hospital that's taken over. But it was attached to the medical school. I think it was the second largest to Baragwanath in the country. And you had cases, upon cases, because of the lack of facilities. Patients would be sleeping in the corridors, etc. So again, for me, it was good because we had a lot of cases to deal with, which meant I had to analyze a lot more specimens in the lab than I would have, let's say, had I been in a laboratory in the USA. I would not have got that experience. But that was learning curve for me. And then while I was there, the professor suggested I register for an honors degree, but through him, it was through University of Natal. So they were able to accept me for honors there. And this was a difference. I was working and doing honors part-time. Everyone else in the class were full-time honors students. But because of what I was working with, my projects were related to my work. I also graduated honors cum laude.
Wow.
Now that's interesting. At UDW, although I was a top high school student, at UDW I still scraped a pass. I just made my degree.
Yeah.
But here I go to a more open system, and I come in while working. I managed to get cum laude. But
that just confirms the point you raised about being practically exposed to what you study.
Exactly. And I think for me that helped to make a lot of difference, apart from the apartheid issues, etc. But strangely enough, Sam, I could still not get a place in any medical school. Even though I had a cum laude pass, I wasn't accepted.
And that was always your objective, your goal?
Well, there's various reasons people have given, but what it did, it settled my mind then. I said, I've tried, I've done everything, let's move on. And as soon as I finished that program, I registered for a master's, but then I got an offer at what was then ML Sultan Technicon to come and lecture there. And I jumped at that.
So that was the beginning of your corporate life.
Yeah, that was really the beginning of how I got into higher education. Was then moving into ML Sultan Technicon.
Yeah. Now, so you did lecture for a while.
Sorry?
You did lecture for a while.
Yes, no, I did lecture. I was actually brought in as a relief lecturer. Someone was going on maternity leave, and I was asked to come in. Now, again, an interesting parallel there, because ML Sultan Technicon was the Indian or the black Technicon, and Technicon Natal was the white Technicon. Now, there was a post at Technical Natal first. And I applied, and one of the girls, the white girl in my class, applied as well. And she says, she's sure I'd get the post because I had done so much better than her in honors.
Yeah.
But that wasn't true. She got the post.
Mm.
And I got the post at, I got the post at Emal Sultan. Mm. But I'm happy it worked that way because, again, Emal Sultan was something else. Mm. As I said, it was designed, the government allocated it for Indians, and of course there were many black students as well, but primarily for Indians. Yes. And then you had the white Technical Natal. Mm. Now, why I say it was important for me, the Emal Sultan Technicon was not a government institution. It didn't start out that way. Mm. It was built by Muhammad Lapa Sultan and the community because they pride. He came in as an indentured laborer, but seemed to get some money together, and he built this Technicon, and he had these technical high schools in almost every city in KZN. Mm. So that, and he pumped all his money to the extent after he passed on, the Emal Sultan family actually didn't have any money because all was put into education. Mm. But so the Emal Sultan Technicon, and this is what I couldn't get across to Kada Asmal when he was saying merge. Yes. I say you're killing a history of community support, but he called me names, etc., and it never, it didn't go down well. Emal Sultan Technicon, and here again I can show you the imbalances. We were, you've come here, you've seen, we're less than 2 kilometers apart. Yes. Emal Sultan Technicon and Technicon Natal. Mm. Emal Sultan Technicon at its height had 10,000 students. We were situated on 2 hectares of land. Mm. So you could imagine what a tight-knit community that was, students and staff. Mm. Technicon Natal also had 10,000 students, but they had 20 hectares of land. Mm. And it again shows the apartheid issues that were coming out again. Mm. But our students as well, we also had to push that our students were better than. And Emal Sultan Technicon actually became known as a center for employment. If you wanted employment, you go there. Mm. And I've been asked about that, and I said, the reason was because I did that as well when I was lecturing. Mm. We had to make sure our students were 150% better than those coming out of the white Technicons. Mm. Otherwise, they wouldn't get jobs.
Yeah. And so, you also had been influenced by your own experience.
Exactly. Mm. And so companies like Siemens and even Eskom put it down in writing to Kada Asmal that they will take students from Emal Sultan before they take from the white institution because they were so happy. Siemens at any one time, although the training center was it still is in Pretoria, at any one time 50% of their students came from us. Wow. So the quality was good. I think also what was important, we empathized with the students a lot. Again, being a very close community, we knew the difficulties they came through. We knew the problems many of them had studying in the townships when there were gang wars and other wars and the police there intervening with gunshots, etc., and how difficult it was for them during exams. So all of that was learning curves for us, and our students protested against apartheid as well. But Sam, in those protests, I could walk amongst them. And there was still the respect. Not a single building was damaged. Because they said, we have to use these buildings. We can't damage it. And here I'm talking about the latter part as well, when the population of Emal Sultan was mostly black as well. No one destroyed things, and people learned to live. The trouble was, I know maybe I'm jumping here, but just to go back, Emal Sultan could take black students or any other race but we would not get a subsidy if we took people from other races. So my classes had probably about 50% African students, but that meant we didn't get subsidies for them.
Yeah.
But fortunately, our councils, etc., decided that had to happen. It was a necessity that we did that because there was no other technicon in KZN at that time. Mangosuthu didn't exist at that time.
Yeah.
And so we had to. So some of the people that I lectured in my first class have become deans and vice deans, etc. So they've grown from there, and I'm talking about the African students.
Yeah.
I even had white students because one of the courses I was offering wasn't offered at Technikon Natal, so they came to us as well. And there is one I'm going to refer you to at some stage, but she was very clear. She says, being there opened her eyes. She didn't know what apartheid was doing to people because of the propaganda of the white regime. And that's when you begin to understand there's the other side, that not every white man supported apartheid, but they also didn't know what was there, what apartheid was doing. And fortunately my class was non-racial and they all got on well. And I'm glad to see that where they gone. But I think important for all our lectures, we were very interested of getting our students to achieve, to go where they wanted. And because we knew how difficult life was for them.
Wow. And then you had fallen in love with teaching. You enjoyed being a lecturer.
I enjoyed it. I must say, when I was at King Edward Pathology Lab, on my own, I used to also help to train the students that came from the Technikon. And my mentor there was a Mr. Ntuli, an old man who'd been there in the labs for a long time. And he always said, what he said when I got this job, he says, this man was born to be a teacher.
Wow. And
he was my mentor. And I really, if I admire one of the persons in that journey was him, because he also showed me the ravages of apartheid, where he was the most senior person in the lab, but the white junior technologists were earning more than him.
Sure. Because
they got what they call danger pay. We had to stay at home in wherever the group areas was, whether it was Reservoir Hills or Chatsworth. The white students could stay in the doctor's residence, which was across the road. And Sam, they paid 6 Rand a month, everything found.
Sure.
So we had to stay, I had to board with someone as well as pay transport, etc. And this is what was given to them. So again, we learned from it. But I think one of the things growing up at home, surrounded by poor communities, and then coming to UDW, is that I never felt inferior to anybody. So I treated everyone, whatever the color, the same, and if someone bullied me because they were white, I didn't accept it, And I think that stayed with me and even grew more strongly at ML Sultan.
Yeah. So that shaped your character.
I think that helped to shape it a lot. Is that only superior being I recognize as God.
Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Thank you for such a detailed background introduction. I think that we're going to build on this when we come back. And I want to know, how did you proceed from your first job of being a lecturer when we come back?
Okay.
Cool.